Vaccine passports are coming. Someday soon, you may need to prove your COVID status to go to the pub, travel abroad, or even go to work. Governments hope these passes could be key to kickstarting the economy and restoring basic freedoms.
Now they want vaccine passports to control who can go where, when. A nightmare, Orwellian infrastructure of control, an unprecedented, undemocratic power grab.
This is literally the end of human liberty in the West if this plan unfolds. It's not about the vaccine, it's not about the virus, it's about your data. And once this rolls out, you don't have a choice.
You don't need vaccine passports. They provide nothing whatsoever to you or anybody else in relation to safety, but it will give away to whoever controls that database and the rules complete control over everything you do.
Ultimately, what it's going to evolve into is a financial transaction system where not only can I watch you 24/7 and collect data from your body, data from your mind, data from your activities, but then I can stop you from moving around spatially, or I can turn off your ability to transact.
Hello everyone, meet Lucy, student in psychology, and me, her digital ID wallet issued by the government to offer a wide range of identity services. Right now, I'm reminding Lucy of the appointment she needs to schedule for her mandatory vaccination.
What the immunity passports really do in the end, this is what we're hearing from Israel, which is probably at the forefront of this, is it's creating vaccine apartheid.
You're owning this vaccine passport and it pings. And in addition to advising you need to come to the health centre for your top-up vaccine, perhaps your second one in a year, it also advises you that you need to bring your small grandchild down because your daughter hasn't brought the little lad in yet. And they say if you don't bring that grandchild down, your vaccine passport will expire and that of your daughter as well. Now try resisting that.
Make no mistake about it, those individuals who have gone through a normal vaccination series for COVID, you will be determined to be unvaccinated very soon. They will do that. They are going to tell you you're unvaccinated and you have to get a booster, otherwise you could potentially face loss of employment or other types of penalty.
Boosters, it's very clear that getting 3 jabs, getting your booster, will become an important fact, and it will make life easier for you in all sorts of ways.
As it emerged that a booster jab may be needed every year.
It's going to be a vaccinated economy, and you get to participate in that if you are vaccinated.
There will be no return to the old normal for the foreseeable future.
Germany, along with other European countries, imposed new partial lockdown measures earlier.
Just after 11 days of the second lockdown, a third one.
But at midnight tonight, Victoria's plunged into lockdown number 5.
Can you please explain how keeping people at home from 9 p.m. to 6 a.m. is going to help the situation?
And that's just the way it is. We've got to accept that this is the new world order.
Today is the first full day of the new world order.
So people assume we are just going back to the good old world which we had. This is, let's say, fiction. It will not happen.
In the entire history of mankind, there has never been a political elite sincerely concerned about the well-being of regular people.
This is very close to a society of slaves. There is a small elite group who controls the rest. This impression is left now after this year of experiences of lockdowns and other measures, with the ever more necessity to be vaccinated. Therefore, one can believe that there is the aim of create a new social system, an order.
It's almost like a civil war-like scenario which we're ending up with. People who got vaccinated and people who didn't get vaccinated. People who got vaccinated supposedly will get their rights back, as though we need someone to tell us that we have our rights. No, These rights have always been there.
If a few people want to control the many, the question is how can you herd all the sheep into the slaughterhouse without them realizing and resisting? So the perfect thing is invisible enemies. A virus is perfect because it's invisible. You can't prove that it doesn't exist because it's invisible. So invisible enemies are always the preferred one, particularly if they scare people. If you can use fear and introduce significant fear, then people will need government to protect them from the invisible enemy. Then the second tactic, which is very effective, is divide and conquer. The media plays a very important role. If you can turn men and women against each other and black and white against each other, these are all ways to institute fear and get people to go along with things. What COVID-19 is the institution of controls necessary to convert the planet from democratic process to technocracy. So what we're watching is a change in control and an engineering of new control systems. So think of this as a coup d'etat. It's much more like a coup d'etat than a virus.
And this is always the trick. Once you have the people scared, they will accept everything. The plan is very clear. The health crisis has been used to achieve a total control on the economy, on the lives of the people. They want to transform the world into a system which is probably close to the Chinese system. You know, in China they have this social point system. They have no freedom whatsoever. They are just in a big cage, in a big prison, an open air prison where you have to do whatever you're supposed to do.